But one of the first things, I got to show it to my brother over here. Anth, you see this? You know what this is?
How many guesses do I get, Steve?
Okay, now this is one of the easiest. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Coming down. Now, do you know what it is?
I told you, I like when you give me multiple choice questions. I'm not too good when I just
Okay,
have to give you an answer.
this is a simple one. Everybody knows what this is, right? But if you have a pet, if you have a doggy,
Yeah,
you got to have one of these in your day pack.
here we go again, and welcome back. I'm Anthony from Adventure Outdoors with Anthony and Steve. And this is the podcast where we love talking about being outdoors, getting fresh air, those who love campfires, and especially adventure. Each episode, we're going to explore the beauty of the outdoors and just share some stories, talk to a seasoned explorer, and break down trail gear that you should have to make your camping experience just go a whole lot smoother. So today, as always, I'm joined by Steve Mattioli. Steve, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you, Anth. I'm really excited for this show. I think it's going to be really fun.
Steve, I am too, but I'm kind of confused. What are we doing today? You said
Well,
something about hanging out in your garage?
I am in my garage
Oh, you
today.
are?
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. I hate the background, but this is where I'm stuck right now.
All right.
Um,
And hey,
but
would
this
you?
is where all my gear is. And
Okay.
today,
Right.
we're going to do a series called What's in My Pack?
What's
What
in
is
my
in my
pack?
day hiking pack?
All right.
So if you've ever wondered, Anth, hey, I want to start doing that. I want to get out. I want to take some day hikes. What should I bring? What should I have? What do people that have been doing this a long time, what do they bring along? Well, today is your day because I'm going to show you what's in my pack. And if we don't get through everything today, we'll cover it on the next episode. But I think you're going to find it interesting. Some things will be obvious. Some things maybe not so obvious.
Well, you know what?
So
I'm ready to take some notes, Steve. I think I don't know what. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this over to you, and I'm sitting here listening, and let's see what you. So this is kind of like a grab bag. You're just gonna.
yeah, it is.
It is,
I'm just
okay.
going to pull stuff out as I normally keep it in my bag.
Right.
Okay, now what I have in front of me here, and I hope everybody can see this good. This is just a 20-liter day hike pack, and what I mean by day hike is that this is what I take along when I'm going on a long hike. Could be 6 miles, could be 10 miles, sometimes even shorter than that, depending on where I'm going.
Right.
So this is not really, it's not really camping gear, but it is gear that you'll need for a longer hike. And some of the things are protective measures in here, some are not. So we'll just kind of go through them, and I think you'll find it interesting. Not only the gear, but where
Yeah.
I keep the gear on the pack.
All right. Now,
What do you think, Anth?
well,
Are you ready for that?
let me ask you this: has this gear been screened? Is there anything in there illegal that we shouldn't be showing on?
I checked it last
Did you
night for
check
any illegal materials, which I
Okay.
never carry. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Well, let's
Um,
just make that clear. I just wanted to make sure that, you did some homework on this before you start pulling stuff out of there, Steve.
Absolutely. I always prep for these, Anth. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Right. All right. Well, that's good to know. I'm sure our viewers are happy to hear that.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to show our viewers here, and we are going to put this on YouTube. And by the way, some of the products we cover today, we will put some links for if you're interested in looking into them a little more. But one of the first things, I got to show it to my brother over here. Anth, you see this? You know what this is?
How many guesses do I get, Steve?
Okay, now this is one of the easiest. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Coming down. Now, do you know what it is?
I told you, I like when you give me multiple choice questions. I'm not too good when
Okay.
I just have to give you an answer.
This is a simple one. Everybody knows what this is, right? But if you have a pet, if you have a doggy,
Yeah.
you got to have one of these in your day pack. Okay, now this is a little bigger. My wife bought this. I have a smaller metal one that I carry in my pack. But your dog needs to drink and your dog needs to eat a little bit, especially on a long day. And trying to give your dog water with your hands is hard and it wastes a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little thing like this for your dog, uh, because they've got to drink as much water as you do on the trail, and they got to eat. So this is what I call my little doggy watering trough, if you want.
Now, Steve,
Okay.
I'll tell you what. If I was going to guess, if we had like a poll or a survey of the first thing you pulled out of that bag,
Yeah.
I don't think many of us would have thought it would have been what do you call that thing? A drinking, kind of a drinking
Yeah.
mug or whatever it is for a
It's
dog.
like a bowl. It's a
It's a
dog
drinking bowl.
bowl.
Okay.
It's a drinking bowl for your
Yeah.
doggy.
Well, that's something people
Yeah.
probably never thought of, Steve.
Well, Anth, you and I own a company called Sierra Bub,
We
and the
do.
bub in there actually came from my dog, who we call Bub.
That's right.
Sierra's being out in the mountains, outdoors, and Bub's being with a companion that you
Right.
like, you love, and that was where we got the name Sierra Bub.
Steve, he's actually a
How about that?
shareholder. He's actually a shareholder, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Whether he knows it or not, he is.
Okay.
And speaking of Sierra Bub, the next thing, and this is right on the outside of my pack. Anth, you probably can't see this, but I'm sure they can. This is right on the outside of my pack because it's important where you keep stuff in your pack. You want stuff that you're going to be using more up close, near you. Sometimes this next item is actually a pair of Sierra Bub sunglasses. Wow, was that a good transition, Anth, or what? These
Steve,
are a pair.
that was smooth.
That was really smooth. So these are my sunglasses. Obviously, you want to bring sunglasses along on any day hike, even if it's cloudy now. You don't know what's going to transpire throughout the day. The weather is going to change on you, and you want a good pair of sunglasses with you, polarized, UV protection. There's no better pair than right here, SierraBub.com sunglasses. These are our Odyssey line. These are the beautiful black pair. You see that, Anth? These are our beautiful gradient black lenses. And you're not going to find a better pair of sunglasses than these. Do us a favor. Go to SierraBub.com. Help support our show. We really, I've been using these. My brother uses these. These are a great pair of glasses. You're going to love them. And we thank you for your support. And the other thing I would stress on sunglasses is make sure you have a pouch with your sunglasses. You don't want to bring the box with you on a trail. You don't want to bring unnecessary weight. But unless you're putting your sunglasses in a pouch, they're going to get scratched. You don't want to scratch the lenses. You've heard that nonsense. Scratch-resistant lenses, that's nonsense. They scratch very easily. I've had $200 pair of sunglasses ruined from a small scratch right where my eye's at. So don't do that.
And Steve,
So,
we give you a nice pouch too, don't we, as part of the glasses that we
absolutely.
send?
We give you a nice pouch with it to carry, so when you're backpacking, they'll always be protected, the lenses. Because throughout the day when you're hiking, there's sunshine, you got them on, and then the clouds roll in, you take them off. Well, where do you put them? Well, you don't want to just throw them in your pocket or your bag. They're going to get scratched. So put them in the pouch, and then they're protected.
I love the hard case too, Steve, just to be extra safe. You lay something down and you happen to lay it on, on the sunglasses get crushed. There's nothing worse.
Right.
And you made a good point earlier. Bring stuff that you think you may not need, because if you need it, it's always good to have it, right? No matter
Yes.
what, and you're going to talk about that. So,
Yeah, and so I'm really going slow here, Anth. The time is going by.
it is going by
So
quick.
I'm
Steve.
just on the outside of my pack right now. I haven't even gotten into the pack yet, okay?
Okay.
We're trying to speed along here. Some obvious things. Bring some hand sanitizer and a little towel with
Good
you, okay?
idea. Good idea.
You're going to wash your hands through the day. You're going to have to go to the bathroom if you're out all day long. Make sure you're cleaning your hands. Bring some hand sanitizer and a little towel. You'll thank me, especially before you eat lunch, things like that. And then work in the back of the pack here, Anth, just trying to get some stuff out of here. Now, this is something that most people have never seen before, Anth. Look at that. This is called a map. Now, for all you youngins out there,
Yeah.
for all you youngsters,
They're laughing
you
right
probably have
now.
never seen.
Yeah, they're
they
laughing. A map.
They're laughing at me right now,
Yeah.
really big time. But I'm going
Right.
to tell you, having a map is not only a security thing, but it really helps you enjoy your experience better, because you're going to see things on this map that you may not see on your GPS. That it's going to show you the terrain. It's going to show you maybe things you want to go see. And one of the things you're going to hear preached over and over again, Anth, is Do not rely on your technology to save you when you're out in the woods.
Say that
Okay?
again,
Don't.
Steve. Say that again.
I love a phone. I love GPS. I use it all the
Yeah.
time, but I'm going to tell you right now, this thing has saved me on a couple occasions. You drop your phone and crack it, you just lost all your navigation.
Right.
Then what are you going to do? Okay. So I try to buy a map wherever I'm going. This is the Lake Tahoe Basin. This is Lake Tahoe area, Anth. Beautiful areas. I always bring a map with me if I've got one of that region, and that's that. So we're moving right along here, Anth. I haven't even got to the inside of the pack.
Well,
Maybe I can talk about one more
let's
thing
go
here.
one more. Let's go one more.
One more. Let's go
Yeah.
one more. And this is on the side of my pack. So these are things that are easy to grab. By the way, I want to make another point, Anth. When you're packing your pack, okay, you're seeing where I have the items on my pack. Right now, we're just on the outside of the pack because these are items I'm grabbing all the time. And so there is a science to where you place things as far as weight and things like that. We'll talk about that a little more. But here's a clue I'm going to give you that you're going to thank me for years and years from now, okay?
Okay.
No matter where you put stuff in your pack, put it in the same place every time. Let me say that again. No matter where you put stuff, put it in the same place. Here's a little flashlight, okay? I always carry a flashlight. You know why? Because I've gotten stuck after hours in the woods, on a trail I don't know, at night in the mountains.
It's gonna happen, right, Steve?
It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
You get delayed. You get slowed down. Somebody hurts their foot or something. You're going to get delayed. You're not going to get back in time, and you're going to be out in the woods without a light. And if you're relying on your iPhone light, that's not going to light the trail for you. Okay, so I always carry a good flashlight. I'm going to do another video on flashlights, Ant. There's different types. There's some for camping and there's some for trails. But always have a little flashlight with you, okay? You're gonna feel very comfortable having a flashlight. But again, when you go to get in your pack at night, if you don't know where stuff's at, you're gonna be scrambling and moving around there, and you're not gonna be able to find it. So always put things back in the same place. I always know my flashlight's on one of my outside pouches on my bag, always. So if night falls and I can't see anything, I know where that flashlight's at.
Okay, Steve. I think we're out of time for today, but let me make sure I got these straight. These are some things you pulled out of that grab bag over there. I think it was a flashlight, the dog bowl, there was some sunglasses, you had some hand sanitizer, and finally, the dreaded map. Right? Am I right?
You're right,
I
Ant.
think so.
And
okay,
I
good.
still haven't got to the inside of the bag. So we got a
Okay,
lot more
well,
to cover, so they got to make sure they come back because what's inside the bag is also very important.
Well, we'll be back. We'll be back, Steve. And you know what? If you found some value in what we talked about today, please like us or subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Apple Podcast. Steve, any last words before we let this thing go?
No, that's it for me right now, but I got a lot more to cover.
For Steve, this is Anthony saying goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.